party to stand.
That question, and before I respond to your question, I want to say a big thank you again to Miss Tina. God bless you, ma. I appreciate. But let me just take a rundown on Kwankwaso's statement regarding conditions he's putting on table before you were able to join APC. And those conditions he's putting on table, are conditions that are not really relevant to Tinubu's ambition. Because if you are talking about Kwankwaso coming as the APC national chairman, or are you talking about what position are you going to give Kwankwaso? Kwankwaso is just making mockery of the pressure from the APC to corner him to that party that Nigerians have rejected. It's as simple as that. In as much that Nigerians are preparing for 2027 with their voters card, if possible, because at the APC rigging institutions now has been singled out. That is the INEC and the judiciary. And these people we are seeing today have already set up a team to checkmate them. Now, come to ask yourself, what kind of position do you think that APC will offer a structure like NNPP or a party like NNPP that will suit Kwankwaso's, personality? He has been Minister of Defense. He has occupied some positions. These are the politicians bred by Obasanjo. They are all PDP. They have PDP background and orientation. So until we see the kind of position, he's not going to APC. He has not announced that he's going to APC. He's responding to the pressure and manipulation that is coming from the presidency to see how they are going to still or cause problem in Kano. But unfortunately, they cannot do what they did in River State in Kano. You saw the battle between the emir there, Sanusi, and the rest of them.
Why did you feel so?
But I can tell you, if you look at the revelation, but subsequently, if you look at the revelations coming from Erufai, you will note actually that Bola Tinubu is exercising so much strength in the south. I would have seen a situation where he insists, Sanusi not attacking him and calling his government rubbish. Let him go and make sure that he remove Sanusi, then do all manner of things and see whether he will experience the reality or not. That's the fact. So what Kwankwaso is saying in that regard is that you have nothing to offer me for now, or you give me APC presidential ticket 2027. Then there's no deal.
There's no deal.
Yes.
What do you have to say?
All right, Mr. Mike, good morning. Quickly before I answer this wonderful question for this morning, let me quickly appreciate our wonderful viewers. Somebody like Mrs. Tina, another brother from a different mother, the Odulade, and others have been showing us kindness on this platform. Say God bless you, we appreciate it so much. Concerning the issue of Kwankwaso, there is no time that President Ashwadula Tinubu has been pressing him to deflate to APC. Definitely, there might be an underground discussion going on between him and some other political APCs stakeholders, but not from the Mr. President directly. And I think, Femi, the previous analyst I just let me said that there is one factor that we also can't. Kwankwaso is a wise politician, he's a clever politician, and he understands the factor that it's all about South, based on the structure on ground. And definitely he has observed, and I think he saw the layout that is on ground, the stand, we everything stand on as it is now, and you understand that APC is the favorite, and with the present position of Ashwaji Ahmed Tinubu within the country, and definitely there is 93% assurance of Ashwaji Ahmed Tinubu winning the presidential ticket come 2027, and definitely, and he has to play along to see how he will make himself relevant in the system. And also, Kwankwaso himself, I don't think is a threat to anybody. It's not a threat to Nigeria. It's not a threat to APC. Okay, is a threat between the Kano exit. So it's a plus for him, for APC, if he comes to APC, that nobody is forcing him or pressing him. Because I want to quickly remind the Nigerians and also the APC platform something. The issue of Saraki, if you can remember, when Saraki declared APC, we all saw the challenges and how he tried to mess up the government for APC, why he tried to turn down the country. So I think APC should learn from the one of Saraki and observe the issue of Kwankwaso, or aside from Kwankwaso, whosoever that will be joining to deflect him to APC. They need to be on ground and let a genuine structure, be on ground. If you are deflecting APC truly, it is not about individual interest. It should not be an individual interest, because presently now, here's the situation of Nigeria is for now. We are looking for a way how to reamend the situation of this country and how to make sure that there's peace. A common man can live as somebody, can breathe and can sleep well and wake up well. So it is not about your self-interest, what you want personally. It should be all about what the country wants and what is good for the country. So understand. And I want to believe under the government of President Ashwaji Ahmed Tinubu, I think there will be nothing like self-interest negotiation, from any political juggernaut that's coming from anywhere they to APC. It's all about what you really have in place that you want to offer Nigeria. What do we want to contribute positively to this very government to make sure we escape from the debt, we escape from hardship, from hunger, from lack of electricity and other things, to make sure we stabilize a good platform for this government. So I think that's what should be on ground now from the Mr. President. So it is not going to be self negotiation, selfish interest. What I want for my people. So the people are from different countries. It should be all Nigeria together. That's my own take on that.
How would Kwankwaso, supporters of Kwankwaso, feel if a party with such a full structure in Kano dissolves into the ruin of Progressive Congress?
Mike, we keep,
for example, can Kwankwaso build his party beyond Kano State? You saw what actually Bola Ahmed Tinubu did in Lagos, in politics from Lagos State.
Yes, because Jonathan allowed that,
From
yes, I'm telling you, Jonathan allowed that. Ross, I'm telling you, you don't need to tell me allow it, because I am aware that yes, because if everybody started behaving like Tinubu, the way Tinubu is behaving in River State, do you think that anybody will come up as an opposition?
During the time of
that's what I'm telling you. How did he become a governor? Do you know? You want to tell me we don't know Tinubu's history in Lagos State? Or you think we have forgotten? Are you not seeing revelation coming from Sowore? How we get ready to kill people that refuse to, rig election in River State? Are you not seeing it? It's there. We know the history of Bola Tinubu. Who doesn't know the history of the man? Yes, we celebrate Jonathan for creating that atmosphere. I remember when Oshomole won, Everybody was, oh yes,
He created
boss,
the
boss. Let me tell you. I'm telling you that if the presidency under Jonathan did he fight his way like that under Obasanjo? I'm asking you. Did he? Jonathan allowed a peaceful political space for the opposition to the extent he was even making sure that democracy prevailed up to the judiciary, thinking he was doing good. But all of them turned against him. And that is what the man is saying, that they are all betrayers.
People that are clamoring for him to come back.
Yes, no, because he knew the kind of leadership he put on the table for Nigerians. But Nigerians themselves turned it against what is supposed to be. You can see. Now ask yourself that when Obasanjo wanted to remove him from Lagos State, who intervened? Has he been able to come publicly and say what Atiku was saying is not correct? I'm asking you. Atiku intervened on behalf of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Like, have we forgotten? And that is the fact. You can go and fact check. And that was how the whole thing started to where we are today. We are seeing some level of political rascality. But Nigerians have rejected APC. It's a terrorist organization. That's what people are saying. That's what the court in Canada said. It's a terrorist organization. Nigerians are rejecting APC 100%. And there are nobody that will come out and say the few of them who are just manipulating their intelligence. They are selling their own self under bigotry and tribalism. And Nigerians know very clearly that since the existence of this government came into power, in less than 2 years, this man has borrowed 76 trillion. Buhari's 8 years, 12 trillion. What is the justification of retaining this cankerworm leadership? We will not support it. We will not. And if anybody feels that it's of northern extraction and they want to divide the interest and opportunities for Nigeria to experience leadership again in 2027, then let Atiku fly ADC a ticket, and then the Aluta continue.
All right, responding to what you're saying this morning, there's no state in Nigeria where you won't see the hand of Tinubu even before he became the president from Beauty Prince.
Bro, I want to disagree with Oyeze a bit. You talk about under Obasanjo regime that Atiku intervened and pleaded for Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu when Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu was meant to be removed as a governor in Lagos State under President Olusegun Obasanjo. Have you forgotten that we are not practicing a military regime? It is democracy we are practicing, and it is not under any constitution for a president to remove any governor. Yes, it was voted in as a president. The governor was also voted in as the governor.
Tinubu tried it in Rivers State.
No, he never tried it. What he did was it was state emergency.
Yeah, but the governor was
state emergency and removal of a governor.
Okay.
So it's just to do what to restore peace to that state.
Okay.
You understand me? So that is a fake information. That information is not genuine. Somebody like Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, you look at his antecedents, his qualities, in foundation, springing his leadership. Go and verify and cross-check, how far Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu has becoming. is ordained with the anointing of prosperity of genuine leader among all, and he serve under a leader before he becomes a leader. And in life, if you don't serve, you can never become a leader. Okay, so Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he served under great politicians that have good intention, good attitude for Nigeria to become a president, which unfortunately the dream could not come to materialization. And he took it up and he worked on that and he championed himself out, and God make it to come to pass.
All right, all the way from Atlanta, Georgia, United States of America, an anonymous viewer has gifted you 20,000 this morning, Adebayo. So you need to appreciate him.
Wow! Good morning to your anonymous viewers. God bless you. God bless you. May God give you a special gift for this month and this year in Jesus' name. I appreciate you. Thank you.
All right, I'm coming back to you. Hold on, a few minutes. Sorry, you wanted to say something. I don't know what you were reacting to.
Well, you see, number one, that's what I want to understand, sir. There is no morality in politics. You understand? But like, there is no morality. To me personally, based on my experience, I live in the north. I live in the south. I don't like dropping in for let's tackle issues. First, on the issue of Goodluck Jonathan and Tinubu. You see, Nigeria, let's stop missing the point. I don't understand. Yeah. This is a man who claimed he has been building his body since 1999. Is all we know. And I can remember 2011 when ex-president Goodluck Jonathan was seeking re-election. You understand? We met Tinubu. You understand? And you should remember, go and look at of the vote. The Lagos State only gave him 1.3 million votes, and that's the highest in Nigeria. Then you see, let's stop being sentimental. I'm not a politician. I don't have flavor, but let's always tackle issues with our facts and our figures. You understand, sir? And as of today, if you look the preference that what happened towards the period of the 2023 election, you understand, whether we like it or not, let's stop deceiving ourselves. The man struggled. He struggled his way through. I was at the Eagle Square during the primaries as an observer. He struggled his way through. This is the man that at the time, the power of the people who were against him, even the party chairman, were against him. But what happens that he muazo himself. He struggles him to, you understand? And second, Nigerians again, when my brother was talking about the death profile, let's always have our fact and figure before we talk. I'm not for the against anybody. Do you know the problem with Nigerian debt profile? You know, most of this Western world, once you borrow money, if you decide not to service your debt, you have to go. We have the fact. I can go to my assembly, we have the fact. When Goodluck Jonathan was here, with all respect and decency, that was the year Nigeria made the highest rate of oil in the whole world. Then our competitor, Iran was on sanction. You should remember them. We were making money, you understand? But we were just spending like Rockefeller. Remember then, the then finance minister, Kwankwaso, one Goodluck Jonathan, the governor. He said, the way we are spending money, no saving contract, it will affect us. Then, if you can remember then, our major enemy was oil then, sir.
Yes.
The present emir of Kano, Sanusi, said that as his CBN governor, Nigeria made a sales of $20 billion American dollars between the month of March to May 2012. That money did not go to West Africa, it go to different places. Goodluck Jonathan, maybe in his nativity, have to remove this guy. That was one the problem we have. Are you with me? We were making money then, but there was so when Buhari came in, I'm not for anybody. If it's true, I won't blame him. There's no money. You need to you have to service your debt to survive, sir. You know that we were living by ways and means. And not could you one Goodluck Jonathan government then, sir. We were making money then, and the Western world, they did that this country. You people, you were making money, but you did not service your debt. That's one of the problems we have in Nigeria today. Then, all this issue of Kwankwaso, you see, all these politicians, sometimes, you know about they normally meet in the end of the night, they will just go to the media, they will tell the media, is what we want to see, is what we're going to see at the media. Whether we like it or not, Kwankwaso against Tinubu man for long. You see the statement they want, and I watch it live. These people, whether you like it or not, I live in the north, The current Northerners are not preparing for 2027. Their target is 2031. Sir, it's 2031. So if somebody should deceive you. And presently, sir, in the current North now, there are totally problem between the Fulani group and the Hausa group. Even, do you know, sir, Tinubu have created a kind of among them. Instead of signing this 6 region development commission, you understand, the Fulanis are not happy with the Northerners, with the so-called Hausa. And if you look at the history of Nigeria, an Hausa man have never ruled this country. Sir, well, I live in the North, I'm telling you what's happening. You understand? So, in the North, the pure Northerners are preparing for 2031. They've agreed that they will never derail. But you see, we Southerners, we need to be very careful. Let's not because of hatred and all this thing. It should be wrong for a Northerner to be telling us that after 4 years, that the one who decide on that Southern government, I don't understand. They should allow us to decide our 8 years. You understand? And second, whether you like it or not, you understand? President in Nigeria, we don't have opposition presently. All the opposition parties, they are deciding. And sir, let's not blame the president for their problem. Go and put your house in order. Sir, in ADC now, there's problem between Rotimi and Meshi group and Atiku group. In Labour Party, there's problem between Obedient and Aburi group. In SDP now, in PDP now, there's problem between UK group and the so-called Rotimi.
Does that mean there's no problem in APC?
No, okay, you are right, you see, let me tell you something. I don't have no sentimental. Hello, sir. Let me tell you something. If you see the way APC decide to, I'm not an APC member, but if you see the way the APC decide to resolve this party chairmanship, they have problem. But you know what they do something. They call them together. You know the game is that. Let's just because that party must be Microsoft. Okay, every party there must be problem. But I can see that they've been able to manage the internet crisis. Sir, they normally help, but you will never see most of them going to the media. I'm not supporting you, sir. I live in Plataya Street. You will never see them going to the media. So what I just been saying, Nigerian, please, I want to please let's stop creating like issue of river. Yes, I been saying some Nigerian social media. Fubara, make it not breathe. Why all this thing? The most of them say we will just sit there on the roadside. They are trying to fuel. You understand what we can go to? And because I watched the River State government broadcast yesterday. He admitted. You understand? He admitted. He said that history will never be kind to him if he did not appreciate the kind gesture of the president.
I think that was genuine.
No, I know. Every politician, sir. Whether you are Tinubu, you are P2B, you are Atiku, they pretend. Every politician, the diplomacy,
he was pretending.
I know. Every politician, sir, if a politician should tell you A, maybe, he's telling you B. All of them, even in US, in the whole world, even in US now, in US, there's big problem between Elon Musk and Donald Trump. That was I will expose you. So every politician, everybody who is a political animal, they pretend. What does the Nigerian place?
I want you to hold on that all the things you have just said now, you didn't make one point.
Yes, sir.
And it's unfortunate. You understand? Because
yes,
I expected you to give me bit by bit of what you mean by coming on this stand to, paraphrase and run things on the surface. We don't do that. Excuse me, sir. No, you make reference to me. That's why I'm making references to you too. You understand? I'm putting it to you correctly to go. No, bro, I'm not. You are the one that mentioned fighting. I don't know what you mean by fighting. You came up here and you are saying something that you have not really sat down, to find out yourselves before you come and start making statements. We have been on this line for some time to observing political activities in Nigeria to date, and I said it very clearly. Nobody, you can go and fact check. Nobody can say that what is happening in Nigeria now, currently now, under this APC government, Nigerians are benefiting from it. Okay, wait now. No, you are saying I'm right, but you are not right. Then, secondly, let me give you an insight of how the northern politics are being done. And let me also tell you what happened and how
the so-called Jabal was brought to the national forum. And you can remember too that at the time, he was put on the other side, and something happened, and Osibajo was picked.
How?
During the convention of AP, you don't know. That's what I'm telling you. Maybe you say I've studied in the north too. I've studied in the north, so you're not the only one. I've studied in the north. That's what I'm telling you. When they were planning for a merger, a coalition like this.
Which year, sir? Tell me which year.
I am telling you, was there no time? Don't tell me which year. Was there no time when they were planning coalition? Do you know what happened? Do you know who brought Bola Ahmed Tinubu into the fora? Do you know the role RFI and the rest of them played? Then, listen, now I'm telling you, the Bola Ahmed Tinubu you are talking about today, Bola Ahmed Tinubu you are talking about today, Bola Ahmed Tinubu you are talking about today, was drafted in by the Northerners. That is one. Two, when Buhari rejected his interest, they fought. Then until the APC governors intervened, that was how Bola Ahmed Tinubu came to the national limelight. Every other politician in Nigeria, you know them. Even wait now, every other politician in Nigeria, we know them even before they get to wherever they are targeting. That's the point. Then Buhari said, at the end of the day, the northern governors, APC governors, now persuaded Buhari, and that was how he got what he got today. Kwankwaso you are talking about today, everybody knows that it is not turn of the north, and nobody is saying that Kwankwaso should come in. But what they are saying is that this man has become a total embarrassment to Nigerians, and he has to go for another southerner. Maybe you're not listening. Talking about the issue that has to do with, he never mentioned it. He said if you refuse to service your debt. So Bola Ahmed Tinubu does not know that he was serving debt, and he went and collected 76 trillion in less than you're asking me. Go and find out yourself. Go and find out yourself. Go and find out yourself. Go and find out. Tinubu Buhari borrowed 12 trillion in less than yes, in social media, and that's how you people corrupted the system, corrupted the IMEC, stop people's mandate. That is social media. And when social media report it, we say it's a lie. No, bro, no, excuse me. You can't stop me. You cannot. I'm not the one to stop you. I'm not the one to stop you. You cannot take me back. You cannot. You can never take me back. You cannot take me back. You can't. You can't. You're the one that doesn't know. You understand? You're the one that doesn't know. Yes, I'm saying it. You can go very far. In less than 2 years. In less than which debt are you servicing? No, you also made mention of something you don't know about. When the issue of sovereign wealth fund came about under Okonjo Iweala, did Jonathan not comply? What happened? No, I'm asking you what happened. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the governor of Edo State, they were the one that, including Amechi and these people, they are the one that wanted pressure on Jonathan that money must be shared. Okay, are you hearing me? When you come here, you don't have that. I'm telling you, you're just running on the surface. Go deep, and find out. Because you are the one that is saying what you don't even experience. That's the fact. Jonathan actually, online. But is it Bola Ahmed Tinubu that said there's no subsidy anywhere? The subsidy is a voodoo. We come back after how many years? I said he's going to implement subsidy. God bless you. That is the fact. Can you not? Do you not remember there was a time in this country where Nigerians were deceived over the issue of subsidy? Were Nigeria not deceived? Was Bola Ahmed Tinubu is there a data to know that as at that time subsidy was a good policy? So what kind of thing are you talking about? Sir, I'm not keeping was talking about coalition. My brother said, touch me. Okay. You see, there's one thing. Stop saying what doesn't know. That the issue of coalition. It started as soon as 2010, if you remember. 2010. But why coalition did not work in 2010 was that then. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, ACN then, and late President Buhari's CPC party then. What he didn't want there was that issue of sharing of opposition. Buhari group, CPC, wants to take everything at a time. That's what crashed the coalition in 2011. And Bola Ahmed Tinubu, I did not pick him inside. Even he dropped all of them inside. The issue of this coalition and even sizes August 16, 2005. Let me tell you what doesn't know that. Yes, sir. August 16, 2005. But then, 2003, when Tinubu was the last man standing as a governor, it was then he started this movement. Yes, sir. It's not because I'm Obama. I don't have this sentiment what I'm talking about. But I'll tell you what I know. I don't talk out of quality of sentiment. You understand? 2011, it didn't work. That was when you see Goodluck Jonathan and Tinubu have to reach an alliance. I think. Then they now made Chief Olalade as Buhari's running mate. ACN had to bring in the party. You understand? So immediately after the election, Article 1 decided to went back to ACN. I do that. The first meeting they did on the issue of this coalition, it was Chief Tomikin, they made chairman of the matter committee, October 16, 2012. And I'm telling you what I did in Abuja. Now, ACN decides, you understand, to dissolve the party. CPC and old ANPP. Even all these articles in PDP 10, they are not number 10. Even they are not found for it, they are DCAMP. Yes. Because it was a convention they did in 2014 that the new PDP article has problems, you understand, with the 10th party chairman, makes them to form new PDP under Alhaji Balaje. And then APC was registered in 2013. Even every time was nowhere to be found. So, when APC want to do their national convention, Tomikin want to become the party chairman. But immediately they discovered that Iki is an ally of Article. That was then Ashwadi on his own, his wisdom, and the fire miracle. And they changed the venue from Igu Super in Abuja. Igu Super in Abuja to Lagos here. Elifai was not even in the picture at all. Elifai became the governor of Kaduna State under the auspices of this present governor, this Ubasani. Ubasani has been an activist during the June 12 days. He has been all this Tinubu during the Nadeko days. You understand? And Buhari is more welcome in Kaduna even than in Katsina. You understand? Even in 2015, most of the northern governors in APC who won the government election, they used Buhari name to win election then. So when talking about anything, and sir, prior to 20, maybe you forget that it was the same Elifai who came to Lagos 2021 and said that nothing like godfatherism in Lagos. I'll be telling you. Right from time, Elifai have never been a Ashwadi man for long. Yes. Sir. Prior to the 2023 APC primary, sir, Elifai was working for Rotimi Amechi. We have the fact on us. But immediately after the primaries, when he discovered that his father brother that going, they have no option. And what makes them say they are supporting a certain candidate of Ashwadi was that immediately after the primaries, they met in National State Governor's Board in Asokorotia. Are you with me? They met, they now decided that look, her love is a love. We need to support, you understand, our whole party. The following week, this annual annual letter, they normally did in Kaduna. Kaduna State is the headquarter, Elifai is the host governor. So you need to speak on behalf of the governor. It was then he said that we, the northern governor, will decide to support Ashwadi. You understand? Not because of a youth minister. And the problem with Elifai, that annually, yes sir, 8 years of everything in Kaduna State. I know Kaduna Lord. The peace they are enjoying in Kaduna now, there wasn't peace then. Especially if you go to certain Kaduna then, it was hell. It was hell. I do sir, but sir, go to certain Kaduna now. No, sir, peace. I don't have any sentimental. I mean, sir. So please, when we are talking, let's always have our fact and feeling. An issue of the debt profile. I'm not saying no government did not borrow, but I told you, sir, they are borrowing to service debt. Nigeria have been living through the good years and miss. When the money was coming in during the government, no saving culture. That's why I love this woman. She won that. Rotimi Amechi was in PDP then. He was the chairman of the Nigerian government for them. Actually, he was never a government then. So you can't compare the president to release money. And the issue of the subsidy removal, my brother, January 6, 2011, we are not a layman. So it's 12 billion. Right here in Ojotaya. Though the operation was there, but the whole Nigerians, whether you are union, professionalists, Charlie boy, all of them were there. The whole country. You know, sir, and you know, sir, in a political forum, oppositions normally follow the trend of the people.
Great trade was there.
Great trade was there.
And
you gotta tell them, even all the activities, irrespective of your tribe or your religion, they were there. So not of saying, Shebit was Tinubu to subsidy. You know, as an opposition member, you need to. As every opposition member, you look also of the new government to capitalize it. So it's not an issue. I understand him. It's not an issue. So please, my brother, when we are talking, let's go.
Okay, Mike, can I respond? Can I respond? Unfortunately, what you've said here now, I don't understand where you are. I don't understand. No, the things I mentioned, the things I mentioned here, of course, the things I mentioned here, you've not been able to counter one. I told you, and you said about subsidy. No, you agree with the subsidy. You mentioned the issue of national fund. The same thing. You didn't say, you don't know the history of government. Okay, wait. Was it not? It was. We don't know anything. It was implemented. That's the fact. It was implemented. Sovereign national fund was implemented by Jonathan's government. No, if somebody, well, look at him now. So you should not blame anybody, since the type of politics in Nigeria is that you are capitalized on the loopholes of the internal government to destroy Nigeria. That's what he's talking about. Can you see that? So how come that Bola Ahmed Tinubu, as at that time, are not able to sanitize Nigerians that felt subsidy was a good policy? Why? No, and somebody is here talking that you're saying that what the person is saying is not correct. That is how they contradict themselves. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, when he doing the issue of governors forum, I can tell you this history. Nobody mentioned Jonathan. You know Jonathan? You know what happened? What created the new PDP? You know the issue of Monoshenka can attest to it when he visited our ultimate meeting in River State over the issue of governors forum. And all of a sudden, everything changed. Today, Monoshenka is following Bola Ahmed Tinubu for Nash up and down. Has it been able? It's been 2 years. 2 years has gone now. Why can't you come and give credit of Tinubu's government? He's saying population. No, let me tell you. Anybody that is saying it is not correct that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is the president is a total lie. There was a coalition that brought him. There was a coalition that brought him. That is the thing. So, on the issue of governors forum, we know what happened. Bola Ahmed Tinubu and his northern cronies were the one that instigated the crisis, and that was how the whole thing began to have new PDP and all manner of things as at that time. But as it stands now, in conclusion, what has Bola Ahmed Tinubu's government brought to Nigerians? Mention one.
Thank you so much.
party stand.